Good day, geometry. Today is the second part of section 15-1, where we are out looking to determine the measures of a central angle and the measures of an inscribed angles of a circle. Again, we've already covered that stuff, so go on back and review starting at page 779. We're on page 786, going back and doing a few examples just to help you guys out. And the first four questions, which again I'm just going to do 2 and 4, are asking you to identify any or all chords, your inscribed angles, your central angles, and based upon the diagram. Okay, so again, I'm not going to spend any time on this part because you just got to sit down and ask yourself, what is a chord? Again, remember, a chord, it goes from one point of the circle to another point of a circle. Those are the end points, and it doesn't go through the center. If it goes through the center, that's an example. That is a chord, as a matter of fact, but that is in this case, that will be the diameter. So that is still a chord. I'll let you guys work these guys out. Once again, inscribed angles, there are several in here. You just got to go and look at it. Remember, central angle deals with the center of the circle. Inscribed angle is the angle off of the vertex of one of the sides of the circle. Okay, so again, I'm not going to go over those. You guys can look at this, copy it down, pause the video, copy it, and then come on back. All right, let's go on to some where I'll probably spend a little bit more time. Here we have, for our next two problems, here's our circle C. They're telling us the measure of the arc DE is 84 degrees, and they want us to find a specific measure. So I'm going to do number 6, and they want us to find the measure of EFD. So that means we are going to find out what EFD is, okay? The measure of this one, EFD. So we have to find this inscribed angle. So this is an inscribed angle. So we know the measure of EFD by definition will be 1/2 of 84 degrees. Okay? So that means the measure of EFD is going to be 42 degrees. Are you with me? And that's it. This one has to just deal with, it's very simple, right to the point, because, if you stop and look at it, I'm not going to go into it. You guys, you can figure that out. It's not that difficult. All right, so now let's go to page 287, and let's go down to the bottom part. Here is our image. They want us to find each measure using the appropriate theorems and postulates, and they're telling us that arc AC is 116 degrees, and they have a few other bits of information to do it, okay? So what they want us to do is find the measure of BC, the measure of arc BC. All right, so while we're looking at it, we can see that the measure of CAB is 70 degrees. CAB is 70 degrees. They gave it to us. So the measure of BC has got to be 140 degrees. Because after all, we go back, if I have this measure, we can figure out what this angle is by taking 1/2 of this. That is based upon the inscribed angle theorem. Sometimes you got to just do a little bit of drawing here, okay, guys? Sometimes you just got to, okay? Just draw and pick it together. In other words, this inscribed angle is going to be 1/2 of this central angle right here. That's basically what it's telling you. All right, that's it on number 10. All right, number 12, we have the center of the circle is C. Find each measure using the appropriate theorems and postulates. They're telling us that the measure of arc LM is 70 and the measure of arc NP is 60. They gave that to us. They want us to find the measure of MNP. So they're trying to find this arc right here, MNP. So, by the inscribed angle theorem, diameter theorem, since MP is a diameter, see that right there, the angle measure of MNP, the angle measure of MNP is 90 degrees. Now you're probably saying, why is it 90? Well, you'll see why in a minute. And that's it. What number is that? Yeah, okay, that's it. Okay, you're saying it doesn't make sense to me. You'll see it. Keep looking at it, okay? All right. Now, 14 and 16. Here we have the center of the circle is O. Find each angle or angle measure using the appropriate theorems and postulates. So what they want us to do is find the measure of BDE. That's this angle right here, this measure right here. BDE. Since BE is a diameter, by the inscribed angle of diameter, therefore measure of BDE has got to be 90 degrees. We just did that one a moment ago in the earliest notes. Okay, number 16, the measure of angle, the measure of arc ED, that's this guy right here. All right, let's move on. So by the inscribed theorem, the measure of DB, okay, is 2 times 70 degrees, because they told us right here that this angle right here is 70 degrees, so this measure will be 1/2 of that, or double that, using the inverse of the inscribed angle theorem. So 2 times 70 is 140, and the measure of AB is 96. Same way. You'll see it when you do your math. The measure of angle AOB is 96 degrees because the measure of the minor arc is equal to its central angle, and by the arc addition, postulate, and subtraction, we'll see that our final answer of the measure of ED will be 40 degrees. All right, now this is really, really new to you guys, so do the best you can. Pick it apart, think it through. A lot of it is common sense. A lot of it is just using some of your rules that we've gone over. Again, we have quite a few rules that we've gone over. That one right there is if we have an inscribed angle of a diameter theorem. You guys can study up on that one. That's notes. Once again, the inscribed angle theorem. So again, the measure of an inscribed angle. See this? That's your inscribed. Okay, keep on messing that up. Inscribed angle. The measure of your inscribed angle is going to equal 1/2 the measure of the intercepted arc, or your angle right there. Okay, I am messing that up. My fault. Has to go back in remembrance of things. Central angle, this is your central angle. This is your inscribed angle. So the measure of the inscribed angle is equal to 1/2 the measure of the central angle. That's what it's telling you here, okay? Then arc addition, basically common sense. And then here, on this page goes over what is a minor arc. This is a minor arc. What is a major arc? This is your major arc. And then a semicircle, common sense, and then some of the definitions of the pictures here, okay? All right, that is section 15-1. All right, guys, you can do it. Catch you later. Bye.